preparing to live stream the meeting. Grand Rising, Elizabeth. Well, we
Grand
just
Rising.
it's still preparing for the live stream. So whether we get on there or not, we're moving right along. Just welcome. God bless you. It's been a wonderful evening. Last night we went and saw what's the name of that? Satin Doll Review. It was amazing.
Oh, great. Who was it?
Oh my God, it was at the Aretha Jazz Cafe.
At the musical.
They're all my wonderful friends, performers, and gosh, it was just amazing, amazing. So anyway, and that was a production of Sky Covington. And I think I know all but one very, very, very close friend. So it was simply amazing. Now, really invited her, letting her get used to Detroit and the wonderful talent that we have here. We are still Motown, but we are Detroit town,
Right. Yeah.
So welcome, welcome, welcome. I am your host, Sheila Everette-Hale, or better known now as Queen Aduni, and my beautiful, wonderful, spiritual mentor, Danni Stillwell.
Oh, Grand Rising.
Yeah.
Grand Rising, everyone. I love it as everybody's picture comes up and they're awakening and getting ready. And I just love watching that.
I know, right?
Yeah. And I want to apologize. Does it sound as if I'm in a tunnel this morning? Yes, because I am. I'm in a tunnel. I'm in a tunnel.
I guess I wasn't supposed to say that, right? Maybe
I know.
How about the kitchen? Okay.
It's gotta sound like that because it sounded like that to me.
Yeah.
So I do want to apologize. I had last evening, my daughter and I went to the soundboard and we decided to just stay over and just have a whole evening, and we're gonna have massages today and we're doing self-care for ourselves today. So she's in the other room and I don't want to disturb her. So I'm in a tunnel, okay? But all is well. Welcome everybody this morning. Welcome.
Thank you.
Yes. So why don't we just unmute and we'll start with who we have. We'll start with Deetra just to say good morning. Everybody just say good morning.
Hello, everyone.
Good morning. Grand Rising.
Great day.
Yes, not really. Yes.
I just want to say to Mama right there.
Which one?
the one that's all, well, they both gussied up. They both really just looking all queenly and everything. Lord have mercy that um your gay, right?
Yeah.
It's
Roxy.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah, queen here.
oh
Yeah.
Thanks.
uh, looking like sunshine itself. Okay.
Friday sunshine.
Yes, it is.
Friday sunshine. Oh my goodness.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Oh, my
And the
goodness.
crown of Mama Razia is just beautiful. Her whole crown is just, I'm so inspired by you all. So inspired. But go ahead. Hi, y'all. Hi.
Hi. Higher heights.
Higher heights.
Higher heights.
Anyone
Yeah.
else want to say good grand rising? We steered away from morning, good morning because of the word morning.
Morning, yes.
Mourn. So we're rising this morning. Oh,
Mhm.
wait. So we're rising today. Not
Yes. We're rising.
yeah,
Yes.
Pam, you want to say hi?
Did you say me?
Yes.
Oh, okay. I was thinking about what you just said when you said morning, but like I was just downstairs and I said moaning to Sheila.
Well, there is a difference.
There's
Moaning, yeah.
a difference. There's
The
a difference.
difference.
But Grand Rising, everyone, I'm very glad to be here. Yesterday, I had to be here in a different venue, but I am very glad to be here and to see everyone's beautiful face.
I say. Mama Razia?
Well, grand rising, everyone, and happy Friday. We look forward to a great weekend. And it's a beautiful thing that we're doing and enjoying. Thank you, Queen Aduni.
It's a beautiful morning. Empress, you want to greet us today?
I'm grand rising to everyone.
Yes, yes. Did we get everybody? Yes, I think we did.
Can I say something else?
Okay.
I feel a sense of protection. I don't know why, from Mama Razia and Mama Ayaba. I don't know why. Maybe it has to do with your crowns. I'm not sure, but I just feel a sense of protection from you two ladies. I don't know what you're eluding from yourselves, but thank you.
Oh,
Yes.
thanks.
Yeah.
Them
I
thanks.
felt it too. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Mm.
Ooh. Can I also say something about mourning? Not specifically the morning, but there's a distinct difference between grieving and mourning. And the difference is we all will have to grieve at some point. You know, when we lose loved ones, of course, there is a grieving period that we go through. But mourning has an attachment of regret to it. Something that we did not do, say, somehow that we did not be as people leave. So the feeling of grief is a little different. It's mourning the loss, but it's grieving the loss, but it's also mourning something that we could have done and did not do. So while we are here, just do what we need to do for those that we love. Say what we need to say. Be how we need to be, so that when they move and change addresses, that we don't have that attachment of regret to it. So I just wanted to add that.
My mother told me when she left, I said, Mama, I said, what should I learn from this experience? You know, because it was the morning of her service. And she said, um, what was it? What was it that she said? Do not get stuck in this moment of pain.
Mm.
Mhm.
And what she meant was anything that you did not say, anything that you did not do, I'm in a good place now.
Mm.
So you move on. And I shared that at her service. And I
Yes.
talked letting go of all the chains that have us bound, the things that we want to hold on to because for some reason we won't let them go.
Yes. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So.
May I share
Thank you for
something as
sharing.
well? When I was a little girl, around about 5, 6, 7, 8, there somewhere in that period, I used to get very sick when people close to me passed away. At that time, of course, it was my grandmother. And when I say very sick, you know, that kind of crying where you go, and then nausea and stuff. So I asked God, whatever that it was or is, I said, look, I can't get sick like this. Can you just let me know when people are going to die before they die so I'll be prepared? Well, I got it. And and it really did help me a lot. I mean, once I knew they were going or gone, it was done.
Mm.
Then I grew up and got grown and moved to New York and learned about African culture and all the work you have to do when someone makes a transition. So when my mother made her transition, I was very grateful because I had to cook food, set up 9 glasses of water, 9 candles, 3 plates, get the music going that she loved and all of that. So it kept me so busy. I didn't really have, and when people would come in the house, this is the part I do not like. When people come in and they think they're comforting you and they go, oh, we're so sorry. We're here for you. I mean, that's good because I know that's what they want to express. But for me, it tears me to pieces. So when people came into our house, when my mother had passed, we had the blues playing, we had the reggae playing.
Yes.
And people come in the house, and before they could say all that stuff, I would say, come on in, y'all. This is mama's favorite music. Let's get it on for mom, you know. So I'm just saying to say that when the Bible said rejoice at the going out,
Yes.
that was not easy the way we were brought up. But once I began this and embraced the culture, it became the easiest thing in the world. I'm sitting here with you now, but one of my babies, one of my cousins who I was there when she was born, passed away 3 days ago.
Oh.
And I have this thing where I sleep. I don't know if anybody else have these conditions, but when someone's going to pass away that's close to me, I get so sleepy. Like a girl told me when she had diabetes and she said when she gets low in sugar, she just falls asleep. Well, I don't be low in sugar, but I fall to sleep. And I slept for about 2 hours. And then I instantly woke up. And right after that, my sister called me and told me she had passed. So, you know, be careful what you ask for. You just might get it.
We get it. Yeah.
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
we're sending you much light and love. Yeah.
Give thanks.
Absolutely. And you don't know how it's going to come, what you get, right?
No, you don't know.
You don't know how it's going to show up.
I had a vision in college. I went to sleep, and when I do this sleep thing, it's not long, but it feels like it's hours. And when I woke up, I had seen my aunt and uncle get on an elevator with this lady. And when the elevator doors opened, they weren't on the elevator. It was a big hole in the back of the elevator. And I called my mother and I said, did anything happen to Aunt Helen? Anything happen to Uncle? She said, yeah, they were in a terrible car accident and they got thrown out the windshield. Isn't that something?
Wow.
Yeah.
Yeah. So we're so connected to this magnificent essence that we call God and Allah and all these different terms based on the language we speak that I'm just so happy. You all have no idea. I am so overjoyed to be in the company of all of you sisters. That was a prayer I had prayed also. That was a request I had asked for too.
Yeah.
I said, can I be around some people that talk like I talk? I'm tired of being the only one talking like this.
Well,
That don't
If
think I'm crazy when I be spouting stuff and looking at me like, what was she talking about?
if I might share something here quickly, I was given, I can't remember what time or year it was, but I came into the awareness that when a person transitions, moves to the other side, they're really more powerful than they are in this world. So that the issue of celebration that we have from our culture of celebrating the 9 days, doing all the candles, all this stuff is, I think, a reminder that that person is moving to a higher heights and is going to be more powerful in our lives than in the flesh, in where we were seeing them. And I've had the experience of 2 or 3. And what has happened with me is that these persons who are very special in my life would tell me before they left in different ways. I couldn't get it. When my son made his transition, he was shot by a neighbor who was playing with a gun. He actually said to me 3 different times that he would not be here. The last and more profound was when he said, I don't want to, I said, this is your first job. He was 18. This is your first job, hon. So we're not going to have you riding to DC, driving in the car. You don't have the time. So we're going to get an airplane ticket and you can fly and then you can get back to work on Monday. And he looked at me and says, Mom, I don't want to die in an airplane. And I didn't get it. And what I was saying, we got a tutor lined up for you. One of our best friends is a physicist and he's willing to tutor you this summer. So you'll be really successful at U of M. And he said, Mom, I don't need it. And I tried 3 or 4 times. Mom, I don't need it. And I couldn't get it. I said, why would he say that? And he was a great child, very respectful and so forth. So, was no argument. But the biggest thing in my awareness that in the spirit world, our loved ones are so much more powerful and they can be so much more helpful in our lives is this son overheard me talking with my husband about how I really needed him to go on this family reunion, to ride with us to Mississippi because I just couldn't do it by myself. I couldn't find the directions. I'd get lost and so forth. I'm not good at directions. And I didn't know that Ben Coley was in the other room listening. He was only 10. And so in a few minutes, he came out and he said, after the conversation was over, he says, Mom, I can give you directions. I can help navigate. I'll help you drive. And I'm looking at this 10-year-old. And so what happened is I believed him. So on that trip, we left and he was saying, well, your next exit is coming up. He was reading maps. And that's I think that one's crowded there, or they're saying on the map that this is not a good, so we should go further. And he was just excellent.
Wow.
Now, the story that I really want to share is I had such a poor sense of direction. So he told me to turn left, I would turn right. And my family kind of knew it. My children were kind of prepared. My husband would make a map, a hand-drawn map for me before he left for work so I could get to my destination. It was that bad. That was before the new technology. But after Bancoli's death, my directions were perfect. I became the lead driver when we went on retreats. And people would say, Razia, what about, which way should we go? And we're going to follow your car because we didn't get our map. And I can't say anything except that's my son's presence in my life.
That's right.
That's
On a
right.
daily basis. Yes.
Mhm.
So many different incidents for me in terms of the great, it's sad not to see them right in our presence in
Yes.
front of us, but our loved ones are with us
Mhm.
daily.
Daily.
Thank you.
Yes.
Yeah,
Thank
Well,
you for
thank you for
sharing that. That was
sharing.
very, very, very timely. Thank you.
that's
Mm.
awesome.
So, ladies, we had homework. Is that not correct?
Uh-oh.
Uh-oh.
Grab your homework.
Did we have homework? Now, you know, good
Yes.
students always bring their homework. They never show up without a pencil and a piece of paper. So, did everybody have an opportunity to say good morning? Juanita, did we hear from you?
No. Good morning.
No.
Thank you so much. I was late for class. So please forgive me and please
Grand
forgive me for not
Rising.
being on video. Grand Rising, my sister Queens.
Grand
Thank you for
Rising.
your presence. Thank you. I love you all. I did think on my homework. Can I mention that?
Absolutely, yes.
I did think on my homework, and to sum it up, my passion is to pursue godliness, personally and collectively. That sums it up.
Okay, so tell me in a statement, if I were to say to you, what is your purpose and why were you brought here and what were you brought here to do?
Grow in godliness.
Okay, so that is I'm gonna work with that one and I'm gonna come back to you, okay?
I need to still refine it.
Growing godliness. Well, that's a statement.
Grow in godliness.
To
Yeah.
grow in godliness.
That's in
That is
relationship with God, and that is what we're all doing, whether that's number one on our list or not, because every day you get a stronger, a newer perspective on your relationship.
yes.
Your
Right.
relationship and getting grow in godliness is how you that shows up in how you're dealing with mankind,
Yes.
with issues. All of that
Yes.
is to grow, and that's a learning. We all experience that through learning, our grow in godliness. But how does that show up in how you serve mankind and how you serve? What is that? What is that thing that gets you joy? How does it show up? Even if my growing in godliness is how it shows up when I sing. It shows up
Yes.
when I sweep the floor. It
Yes.
shows up. One man told me, he said, my passion is to clean bathrooms. That gets me excited. Just give me music and give me the stuff to clean. Shut the door. I'm in my world. And of course, I
Yes.
let that man come and clean my bathroom.
That's right. That's right. Absolutely.
Okay, so
Yeah.
it doesn't have to be a grand thing that
Mhm.
all people see, but that thing that God put in him that makes it meticulous. You want to see it a certain way, and you want to do it a certain way, and you'll pay more money to get this particular product to clean it. You even, and you'll take it out of what you're being paid just so it can look like what you want, and so you can be not proud. You're doing it for others, but you're doing it to satisfy you, get that thing out of you. It's that thing
And
that you do for free.
be
Yes.
Other things
fulfilled,
you need to
Yes.
be paid to do, you know.
be
Yes.
So
fulfilled.
think on that. Think on that.
Yes.
How does it show up? Mine showed up when I was a little girl. I saw that I was always asking people, what do you like to do? What do you like to do? I was always turning an opportunity in something that we could create teaching around. 1 second.
And Juanita, I want to offer you would be a channel. Work with that word channel.
Yeah.
Okay.
Work with that word channel. And I am a channel for the expression of God through what is it that you love to do.
Oh, that's good.
Okay. So
You see where I'm going with
I
that?
take the assignment a little further when you want me to report back.
Well,
Well,
we're going to be
we are
talking about
always
that.
available. We offer, if any other guidance or whatever it is, but we will be talking about purpose and passion for the weeks to come. So, we if we need to tweak it and, some awarenesses will come to you later. That's wonderful. It's fine. But
I tell you, what comes to mind, I am a channel for excellence. That's what comes to mind when you say that, because in excellence, okay, there I go. It's mushrooming. It's mushrooming. So I'll leave it right there.
yeah, and you can use the word excellence, but what I'm feeling for you is I am a channel. Because you want to express, the beauty of God and be a walking demonstration, a
Of his
divine
love.
representation of who God is.
And that is love.
Yes, yeah. So yeah, just hold on to that for a while.
Mhm.
Thank you, ladies.
Yeah.
So I'm going to tell you, all of you, you need to grab paper and pen today, because we're going to get into your passion. Danny, our assignment was to break that statement down into 10 words or less.
Or less. Mhm.
Now, I'm gonna tell you, Mama Danny, so I'm not gonna get the star today.
We are on no time.
I got mine down to 12, and that's because I had to use AND and two. So those, something two. I said, dog, if I could get rid of those words, I'd be down to 10. But I started at 17 words.
Okay,
And
yeah.
so I got it down to 12 words. So where I started was I create the space and opportunities for people to express and experience their full self-expression, which is their, in parentheses, passion, and get paid. That was a lot of words, wasn't it?
Yeah.
So that's where you started.
Yeah, right.
Okay.
Now I'm down to 12, and I don't know how to get it down more than that, but so I create opportunities for people to share their passion and get paid. That's quicker, huh?
More concise. What we're looking for is for it to be more concise.
Concise.
More concise, that when you say it, people feel it.
Feel it.
Mhm.
Not more that they feel it, that you feel it.
Yeah. Okay.
That when you remember how we used to do this la 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 and hear ourselves, so that when you speak it, I am a champion for those on their journey into wholeness and wellness. It's almost as if God is speaking to me.
Yeah.
Okay, and you feel it really down in your being. Okay, and so let me tell you something. This thing of living our purpose and stating what it is, it ain't no joke. We may be working on this for some months to come. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So what we're doing now is starting and knowing that we were brought here for a purpose. And our expression of it is not for us, it's to give to the world.
Yeah.
Danny, you just said me.
I'm sorry, what did you say, Juanita?
You just said me.
Oh, and when she said what her purpose was?
Yes.
Is that you?
You just, I am that.
Yeah.
I am that I am.
See?
Okay, so you gotta say it again, Danny, so she can write it down and.
Well, let me say it. Let me say it.
Oh,
me
you
say
wrote it
it.
down?
Okay, you go ahead.
My brain caught it.
Okay, got it. Go ahead.
I am a champion for those on their journey to wholeness and wellness.
Yes. How you do that is your calling. So how do you do that?
And basically in everything I do, whether I'm singing, whether I'm conversing, whether we're planning, whether it comes out in everything I do. I'm striving to be the best me while I'm helping others to be their best them. Call myself helper anyway. It's a learning process. My husband would say, oh, really?
Yes, okay. And let me say something else. When we get into helping people, oftentimes, if you ever had a friend that needed moving and they say, can you help me? And then you get there and you wind up doing all the work.
Oh yeah, and other things too, yeah.
So the word helping is beautiful, but I like support better because you want to support them in doing the work for themselves.
Yes, that's it right there. And that's sometimes the hiccup, I'll say. I thought you were gonna help me.
Yeah.
And to be able to stand strong in the conviction that I know when what I am doing is helping, and I know when what I am doing is supporting, and I know when what I am doing is crippling, because I'm not going to help you cripple yourself.
Absolutely.
And everybody does not understand that helping does not mean doing everything you want me to do, especially when I see you are stepping away from your own capacity to do what you can do for yourself, because I'm not going to always be there for you to lean on. So this is bringing to light an element of this purpose that I need to better define. Because that I'll leave that right there before it mushrooms.
Yeah. Yeah. So it is. It's a greater experience. You're leaving a space for people to self-actualize themselves. You're leaving a space, and I can channel my energy to support you in that.
Yes.
Yeah. Okay. All right, Juanita, you there, you getting there.
Y'all helping. Thank you.
Yes.
Welcome.
Yes.
Thank you.
Sister Nawili.
Before I could even get on, you said exactly what I wanted to say about help.
Yes.
So yeah, I mean, as soon as I hit and raised my hand, the words came out your mouth. So
yeah.
One mind.
And we do that as women. We do that. We jump to it, And what happens is what Juanita said. We can help so much, but we cripple people, and we have to see them higher. Always see them higher in a space where they can do this. You can do this. It may be a challenge, but you can do this. And I don't let any of my clients tell me, but it's hard. It's hard because we know that anything after I am and anything that we claim, that's the experience that we're going to have. So when you say it's hard, that's what you're going to get. So I know it may be a challenge, but nothing is hard. And the other thing that will come up in you moving through this is what you like and what you don't like. We keep doing things that for us is out of obligation, or everybody expects us to, or, whatever it is. And then what happens is our essence and our purpose and why we were brought here gets lost in the shuffle of other people.
Yeah.
Of other people. So, yeah, I just want to be mindful of helping people. That's not initially part of as Sheila stated, I want to help people. No, let me tell you something, to be the honest God truth, I tell all my business, I can't even help myself from my bag of Lay's potato chips, okay? I can't. So if I have to, if I'm at the pump and if they say you have to go in and pay, I'll be like, oh Lord, I got to pass the Lay's potato chips. Please, Lord, help me. Really? So, I mean, when we talk about we helping people, how are we servicing ourselves? How are we supporting ourselves in the midst of doing what it is we were brought to do?
Yeah,
Because the gift that you brought to give is the gift that's going to support you in everything that you do.
yeah, yeah. I tell you, one of the things that I learned about, I like to help people and do the whole event planning. I love event planning. And so this is the two things that I learned. I took a class about understanding yourself and your ways and all of that. And one of the things, assignments we were to do was to write down, you go to people, go to certain people and ask these questions. And what I thought I was to that person was not what they said. Was not. We think that we're being this, and I tried to help them, blah, 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 blah. And they didn't need your kind of help or the way you were giving it, or there was something that happened between you in their either in engagement with them or them watching you engage with others. And some things they said, I don't want her doing that with me, right? And they may be experts in what they're doing, but in their eyes, when that girl said what she said, I was like, because I just knew I was like, always helping her. And when I can't even remember what she said, but it shook me. It made me think, because the class the instructor was saying, what you think, who you think you are to other people may not be what that comes out of their mouth when that question is asked them. I had to really review it, and it kind of hurt me a little bit, but I had to, in asking them, give them permission to be honest.
Yes.
And not take it personal, although it is personal, because it was something that I had to look at.
Yeah.
Where it would there would maybe have not been another opportunity for them to say that.
Say it, yeah. Has anybody thrown up in your face? Well, I didn't ask you to do that.
Yeah.
Be like, ooh, okay.
Yeah.
So maybe I should listen better.
Yeah. And then our attitude would be, well, then I ain't, instead of listening, you're right.
Yes.
And not like, you right. Yeah, you right. You didn't ask me, but like breathe into it, as Namita says, breathe into it. You're right. And you're right.
Absolutely. I like the response, and now Willie, you're next. I like the response. Wow.
Mm-hmm.
I'm taking that in. Please forgive me
Yeah.
for overstepping wherever I overstep. Please forgive me. Not I'm sorry, because sorry is a state. You know, anything after I am is a state of being. So you don't want to be, I'm sorry. Please forgive me for overstepping where I probably should have not. Please forgive me. Now let's move forward. How can I assist you? How can I support you from here? All right, now, Lily.
I have a story to share. Ooh, I don't know why. Okay, so I was picking up a hair client at the Greyhound in Los Angeles. I had my son with me, and there was a brother. He seemed homeless. He was hanging out, and he came over to me and he said, I have some coins. Can you go inside and buy me some French fries because they won't let me come in? So, Miss Me, I'm going to help. I'm going to get him a burger, a Coke, the fries. I got the works. I came out with my bag. I'm helping a brother who's, down on his luck. I handed to the brother. What did he say to me? What did I ask you to get me? What did I ask you to get me? I said, some French fries. He goes, he said, listen to what people want you to do. And so then he went into the scenario. He says, you know the reason I'm here? Choice. You know why I do drugs? Choice. You know what? And he just went. So as he was talking, I started crying. And he said, don't you ever cry for somebody who made some choices like that. That's your other lesson today. Cry for that child who would cry for this. It was like, I'm at the bus station to pick up my client. And God sent this message. And I mean, he went on and on. He said, I'm going to take the package, but all I asked you for was some French fries.
That's it. No.
Wow.
We made a whole story about somebody else. I went to breakfast with my grandchildren, and where we were sitting, we could see outside. It had been raining, and the person across the street, they were all wrapped up in plastic bags, and they had all of their belongings covered up, and so when we came to say the blessing, so I told them, I say, let's say a blessing for the homeless, and and da-da-da. Oh, I went all the way down through there and bless that person across the street who has all their belongings out and they're trying to protect them or whatever it is. I'm telling this to the grandchildren. So I look up and somebody drove up. It was the people selling the Sunday paper. He had the papers all covered up. And so he flipped back the plastic and pulled out a newspaper. I said, oh, Jesus, I'd have made the man homeless. But you see how fast we can go to a story?
Yes.
We can go there so quickly. And then when people tell you, you be like, well, I thought it's mind your mind, mind your mind. And more than that, mind your business. She asked for some French fries and she went in and got him the master meal.
Can I share this, my experience in terms of the danger of those preconceptions that become misconceptions? A part of us stays stuck on that view of the person in the situation. And sometimes when we come back and remember, one day I was so-and-so, and this person was, and we repeat what that misconception was, or we revisit it with the loved one. And you remember so-and-so, we said so-and-so, your preconception, which was a misconception. And they remind you, that's not what we said. That's what you asked me. That's what you thought. And after we talked about, I told you what was really going on, and it wasn't that. So I've had that, and it's like our mind, that preconception, it becomes such a part of our memory bank that we will remember it as though it's what the reality was. So I don't know how we find our way to that space of recognizing that our preconception may be a misconception in that moment, and don't allow it to become a part of our permanent memory in our being. You know, we experience that in that moment. That's what our experience is in that moment. So yeah, just want to share that.
Yeah, yeah. Oftentimes we hear with our ears, but listening is a total experience. It is a total full experience. Because if we're listening, if we're doing conscious listening, we're not only listening here, but we're also listening with our hearts as well. And so your heart will tell you, does this person need compassion? What does this person need in the moment? That as I'm hearing, I am feeling. And then that feeling can help me bring about a thought or something that can help them or assist them in that moment. So it's a full experience when we do this conscious listening. And so often, all we hear are the words and we don't hear the feeling behind them.
Mm.
Yeah.
I know one of the things that when we learned about speaking in tongues, and where it says that I want you to pray, you pray like this, for you know not what to pray for, because I think Danny needs this. She needs to just straighten out this. Why is she dealing with this person or that person? Why didn't she take the other job? Why? No, you're praying when you're praying in the spirit. You pray for what you don't know, for you know not what to pray for. You don't know what's next on where their heart and what is important to them. You don't know what's next for them, except the spirit tell you that. Especially when we're making a declaration about where somebody's life is, we don't even know what's totally next for us.
Yes.
That's why we rely on our relationship and our conversations with God and the knowingness of God. But so that was one of the loving scriptures that I love. Pray in the spirit, because you know not what to pray for. You don't know what's next, because you're not living or walking in that person's shoes. You don't know. I was sharing with my sister yesterday, and she was saying that this was wrong about her contract for a rent and stuff, because she just want to buy her another this. She want to buy this, that, and the other. And we had to be careful that when we speak about them, throw this in here, when we think about the medical world, and the doctors just want a new fur coat and throw all the doctors in there, that's what everybody is doing, knowing that there are some that really believe in what they're doing and have not or chose not to venture into holistic. And then, so when we put everybody in the same pot, then we're in the same pot too, so we have to be careful on that. But in this praying in the spirit, you don't know, except for that interpretation come to you, what God is saying is blah, 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 So yeah, we just have to be careful about what we are passionate about, what our purpose is, and always tying into the spirit, not of this, but the spirit of that. What is the spirit of me being an event planner? What is that's deep down inside that gets me going and would even, impose? So the other thing is I had a place where I'm at now. We was in our first loft, and this one group of people, I would rent it out, and they was having a party for their family and friends and stuff. And so I'm gonna, well, you should put this over here and you should do this, that, and the other. And she said, I know what I want to do. I'm an event planner. I said, you're right. and let her do her thing for what she was seeing. And I said, here's the keys. And then I just remove myself. But I wanted to, like, they're going to do that and this is going to happen. Or if they just put this over here, well, they'll learn, you know. But just allowing, you know, that's when I had to, you know, don't be cocky about what you're doing, you know, be there to assist. And then if they want more, then they'll, yeah. And yeah, so that's what I want to share. Now, what I need for you all to do is, do you have your paper and pencil? Because we're going to go through some stuff.
Okay. Juanita had a question. I don't know.
Yeah, you want to, you're up.
Juanita.
Thank you. Thank you. So just to give you a little background on where this is coming from, I'm a Virgo. I had a Virgo chat with one of my longtime Virgo sisters. Nobody understands a Virgo like a Virgo. Nobody can tell the truth to a Virgo like a Virgo. And so she has really advanced from, you know, over the 15 years or so that we've known each other. And she just got into the Biden administration. And she told me, you know, she invited me to the swearing in ceremony because she says that I was instrumental in her growth. I'm probably about 15 years older than her. She says I was instrumental in her growth to have a level of excellence and success that she's having in her life right now. I told her, well, you need to teach me back some of what I taught you. And so we had that talk yesterday. And the one most important thing she gave me back was, everybody is not your assignment.
Hello.
You know, we're sometimes so busy fulfilling our purpose that we want to fulfill it with everything and everybody we encounter. And she got that point across to me. So I just wanted to share that everybody is not our assignment.
That's right. They're not. They're not.
Yeah, beautiful. Well, Danny, I think some others was there on that assignment. Next, did you break it down to 10 words or not?
Yes, I can go.
Okay.
First of all, we have an amen corner over here in my house. I mean, I've been like, amen, amen. This has been wonderful. But anyway, okay, my purpose. I am dedicated to health through my words and or actions.
Say that one more time.
I am dedicated to health through my words and or actions.
Okay, we want to eliminate the word help.
Oh, I'm sorry, it's health. Health. I am dedicated to health.
Okay, I thought it was help. Okay, so say it one more time. Say that.
I am dedicated to health through my words and or actions.
Okay, how does that feel to you?
Well, you know, it feels a little limited to me.
Okay.
I wanted to add a few more things, but I'm trying to stay within 10 words. So.
Okay. Well, we're gonna work with it. We can add. There are words. There's a word that we have not thought of that can put the nail on the head immediately. You know what I'm saying? And so what happens is it's a process. We'll whittle it down to this, and but that sounds wonderful.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, it sounds wonderful.
It definitely is true. I mean, literally every day I am I'm dealing with health some kind of way. And it might not look the same. You know, some things I'm dealing with food, other things I'm dealing with nature. And I mean, it's me. It definitely speaks to me, who I am.
So your words and actions.
Yes.
Okay. All right. We can tweak it a little bit, but that sounds good. As long as it feels good to you.
Oh yeah, it does.
Okay. Great. Thank you, Deidre.
But thank you all.
Can you write it in the chat? Everybody,
yes.
You know, as you said, could it or put it now, what that is, those 10 words or less, or even if it's still too many words.
Yeah. Because it'll get to the point where when people say, so what do you do? looking for your career or your job or whatever it is. And when you come out with I am a champion for those on their journey into wholeness and well, they were like, what? That's what I do. That every waking moment, that's who I am. Because you don't leave your purpose at home when you go out shopping. You take it with you. It is you. You carry it. You carry it.
Right, and then the next in the conversation, the person would say, so how do you do that?
Yes. Yeah. And then you can express what your career is, or what your job is, or you work for an organization of this, or you do this, then that is. But clearly, if you state that, it's a conversation starter for sure.
Yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Someone else want to share?
I have mine. Well, I
Yeah.
don't. I have more than 10 words.
Okay.
Yeah, I've worked with it all week trying to.
Lisa, can we see your face, baby?
Okay, you really want to see this face this morning?
Or the back of your head or something, your kitchen?
I have you on. I didn't have my video on because I'm expecting my grandson any minute. We're gonna be doing a lot of moving around. I
Okay.
don't want to be distracting, but here I am.
Yeah. In all your glory.
All right. So we were talking before about how I bring people together. So my thought is, okay, I'm a conduit.
Mm-hmm.
All right, so I'm a conduit. I bring people together, and then what do we do? Okay, I'm a cheerleader. So I was trying to figure out how to blend that, and I probably need a little help with that. I have maybe 12, 13 words, and I have so many different things on my paper here. But I think, let me see, I'm the bridge and cheerleader for others. I said, okay, that's vague. I bring various souls together for the delicious experience of life. I said, yeah, right. So I was just trying to figure out how, because those are two things that stick out for me. I don't see myself doing a whole lot more than being a cheerleader and just gathering people together. And I even talked to a few people. I said, so who do you think I am? What do I do?
That's good. That is good.
I had to ask some folks. I said, because hell, it seems like I don't know myself. So let me see. We talk to some people who think they know me, So that's where I'm at.
How does this feel to you? I am a conduit and cheerleader that bridges like-minded souls.
Hey, all right now.
All righty. All
Got both
righty.
my words. All right. I am a
Conduit
conduit
and cheerleader. That means that I have the ability to gather and energize. And once I gather and energize, I'm cheering you on.
Yeah, I think over the years that
Yeah.
Yeah.
That bridges like-minded souls.
Conduit and cheerleader that bridges. So I'm a conduit and cheerleader that bridges.
Bridges like-minded souls or spirits.
Okay, let me see. How many words is that?
How many words is that?
Yeah, hold on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It's 11.
It's 11. Okay. So we can work with that.
So Alita, you say it. Say the sentence.
Yeah, say it. Is she frozen? I think she's frozen.
She's frozen.
Mhm.
Come back,
Yeah,
come back, Alita.
because she can take, because we count those little bitty words like a, you know. Um, because we can look at the word conduit and find another word for conduit and say, I energize and cheer as a bridge for like-minded souls. I mean, it's a tweaking aspect, and that's the fun part about it.
Yeah.
Finding that element that fits, that really feels good to you.
Okay.
Okay, so
Nawili?
So I didn't get the memo. I didn't know about the assignment, but what I wrote was right on the spot. I am an artist expressing change through healthy, loving relationships.
Mm-hmm.
and how do you do that?
Through sharing, teaching my yoga, my line dance, facilitating artists, facilitating the creative to create in everybody who I meet. I can't help it. I mean, it's what I'm passionate about, and it is my purpose. Yeah.
And how does that feel to you?
Great, grand, glorious,
Good.
grateful, groovy.
All
Yes.
right. Now, to ground it into your spirit, I want you to put your hands over your ears and now say it.
Say the statement.
Yeah, your purpose
Okay.
statement.
Okay. I am an artist expressing change through healthy, loving relationships.
Now, could you feel that?
Yes.
Did you feel that? Yeah.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
Thank you.
Wow.
Yes.
Lovely. Lovely.
Okay. All right.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing.
My pleasure.
Yeah. Well, Alita, we see that your grandson has probably arrived.
No, that's not what happened. My computer died.
Oh, okay.
That's why I'm on my phone. I said, oh my God, what happened?
Oh, wow. Okay. Okay. All right. So that's we're gonna do. Go ahead, Queen Aduni.
No, I was saying, did she want to make her statement now?
Mm-hmm.
Who you talking to me?
Yes.
ma'am.
Oh, yeah. I'm a conduit and cheerleader that bridges like-minded souls.
So how does that feel to you?
How does that feel to you?
It feels good, but it seems like I'm missing something. I don't know what that is.
Okay. Yeah.
I have to work on that. Yeah.
But you're closer than you were.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
I can give it all these other sentences that I had.
Mhm. Good. Anyone else want to share?
Yeah.
Razia,
Okay.
mine is not 10 though. I think it's longer than that. I
Okay.
am a nurturer. I support mankind's experience of heaven on earth through food.
Okay. That is lengthy. Oh, but also grand and admirable.
Yeah.
So how can you get that down to 10 words or less? It's just a matter of looking at it, looking and feeling. That's what it is. It's a matter of looking and feeling. Now say it one more time.
I am a nurturer.
So you can cut off 4 of those words and say, I nurture.
I nurture.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Because it doesn't always have to be a I am. You know what I'm saying? So I nurture. Go ahead.
And support. Well, I nurture. I support mankind's experience of heaven on earth through food.
I nurture.
Okay, you don't have to put the through food on there because what you do is I nurture
And support.
and support
You say mankind?
Mhm.
mankind. You said
Man-
through food?
My support mankind's experience of heaven on earth
Okay,
through
okay.
food.
Heavenly experience as opposed to heaven on earth. So put heavenly experience.
Okay, I
Support.
I
Yeah.
support mankind's heavenly experience.
I nurture and support mankind's heavenly experience of what? Of food, of
Heavenly experience of food or through food.
or through food, right? So I nurture and support
Recording in progress.
the heavenly experience
That's
or
good.
mankind's heavenly experience of food.
Yeah, and 10 is I nurture and support mankind's heavenly experience through food.
Through food. So we're getting you there. You can tweak it some more, but
Okay.
yeah, it's about being more concise.
Okay.
And then when you feel as we begin to work through it or whatever it is, always go back and then repeat it and see how it feels. Repeat it with your hands over your ears and see how it feels to you.
Anyone else want to share?
But that's awesome, Mama Razia.
Yeah.
I got 10. I got 10.
Yeah.
I got
Oh,
10.
okay.
I got 10.
All right, Miss Juanita.
I link godliness, people, and resources to accomplish our goals.
You broke up, baby. Say it
Yeah,
again.
you did.
I link godliness, people, and resources to accomplish our goals.
Okay, your purpose cannot be attached. See, when you say our goals, that means you're attached to the outcome.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
And
So
see, you don't want to be attached. Mama Brazia, say yours again. I nurture
And support mankind's heavenly experience through food.
right.
okay, so if I am just saying I link godliness, people, and resources through our experiences. Through
Well,
our
yeah, let me say this. If you were to tell me that you link godliness, people, or even
and
so
resources.
okay, so I wouldn't know if you're saying godliness people as the adjective of people, these kind of people, or
Mhm.
are you linking godliness and people and resources?
So I need to work on it some more.
Yeah,
Just tweak it, yeah.
yeah. And then when you think of who makes the judgment of whose godliness, who's
Well,
godly, or not. And
So
if
my
you put
godliness, I
Mhm.
link my godliness to people and resources in our experiences.
Mm,
It's very important to you to show people that to express the
mhm.
God within you. Would
Yeah,
that be correct?
yeah.
That is true. And
Oh,
it's
okay.
important to me to operate in my godliness to foster godliness in others and our experiences.
Okay, okay. There's a lot of attachment to other things in that statement.
Mhm.
Oh,
You see what I'm, as Queen Aduni said, the godliness people, are you only there to experience godly people? Or, you know what I'm saying? There's a lot of attachment to other things in there. And so there should be, and the purpose statement is an offering of
an
your calling.
offering. Okay, I'll work on it.
Okay. But
Thank
it's good.
you.
You're getting there because you're thinking and feeling it.
And exploring in the
Mhm.
process. Thank you.
Yeah.
I'll work on it.
Okay.
Okay.
Because Mama Razia, she said, I nurture. She didn't say who she was nurturing.
Mm-hmm.
You see what I'm saying? There's no specific person
Mm-hmm.
there. Okay. I am a champion.
So what do I bring to life?
Yes. Yes. What do you bring to life that, guess what? That can't nobody else do like you.
Yeah, and you use that knowingly or unknowingly to serve.
To serve. Yes.
And not just, I heard someone say before, their family and the people they love. No, God, yeah, that purpose is not just for you, not just for your family, not just for godly people, because there's a
Yes.
judgment in there. But
No, and that's
you're
not
here
what I
to
was trying to say.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's what I'm saying. So
Right.
exactly. You
Mhm.
want that not to be what people pick up.
Right.
Right,
Yeah.
right.
Right. And so so yeah, just work on that. It's not something you have to have today. It you know, just now that it's present, you just, you know, kind of let it sink in, you know.
You know, write some and then go have a cup of tea and then come back, you know.
Well, it really helps, you know, to that you all have helped me to recognize elements that I'm introducing that take me off the point and to refine it more to the point of what I bring to life.
What you bring to life. I love how you said that. Yes.
Mhm.
Okay, that's helping. It's helping. That's helping. Thank you.
Mhm. Danny, this is a beautiful picture of you, girl.
Oh, thank you. Thank you. I have to, I'm looking for a plug because my battery is running low, but I am here and I am present. So don't y'all think that I'm not listening, okay?
Anyone else want to share what your assignment was about your passion? We'll be coming back to this. There's some other things that we want to do and get done, but you do need paper and pencil. You do need it. So get it. Because we are about to go into our conversation around money. Switch. Because believe it or not, we're going to have to need some money to get some of these things accomplished. So I'm gonna pull up a slide. Everybody okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Welcome, Mama Hawa. I've said hi to everybody else. Yep, Empress. Yep. Okay, great.
Peace, greetings.
Yes, yes. All right. So
I'm
we're
late. Would you give me the assignment?
well, you might not have been on when that was last Friday, actually. That's
Oh.
when Danny gave us the assignment to break down what your purpose and passion is, your I am, what you're here to do, into less than, 10 words or less. So we're not saying this long drawn out, that elevator speech that, when somebody, you only have a few seconds or a minute, and you got to say what you do, and you want them to get it because they might have resources or money, or you don't know who you're talking to. Even with a child, if you could be talking to a child, I think Danny said, break it down to like you're a 14-year-old, 12-year-old. If you were telling them what, you can't have no long sentence. And they get it, they see it. I create space and opportunities
Yes.
for people to, what did I say? I create opportunities for people to share their passion and get paid. Bam, right there. So that's what we want to do, because I'm telling you, sisters, that this is not, this gathering is not just so that we can have some fun. It is to, this is what I'm passionate about, is creating that space and opportunity for all of us to express what we're crazy about and get paid for it. Because we've given and we've given and we've given and we've given. And it's time for us to get paid for what we do, so that we wake up every day excited about life and not have to deal with, should I answer this phone because it's a bill collector? You don't want to, when they have an emergency in our lives, in the world, that they call on you, they call on us to go down to ground one. You know what ground one is, right?
Mm-hmm.
Ground one, when 911 happened, those who had money went down there to see what we can get done. So we need the prayers. We need, some gather food, even food. You want to gather food, you can go and ask everybody for it and then pull it down there. But then you need to get it down there. That takes money. We want to be in that situation, not as money as our glory, money as our God, but, we want to be able to be in that position where it is coming. God did not intend for us to struggle. That is not the intention. He said joy, prosperity, all those wonderful things. Now,
We want to be accommodated.
Yeah. So we want to begin to have what I want to do is I want you to complete the sentences, and there are no right and wrong answers. It is just what it is. Okay. I'm gonna pull this up. No. And while I do that, there we go. Here we go. Because you're going to answer these first by yourself, and then we're going to share these, and everyone is sharing. Okay, because we need to learn some things and discover. You can see this, right?
Yes.
Yes.
Good. Okay, so our first question. I was taught that money is, fill in the blank. It could be one, it could be 3 or 4. I was taught that money is evil. I was taught that money is scarce, that money, so whatever that thing was, how were you taught coming up?
Okay, this is Deidre. I was taught that money does not grow on trees.
Okay, well, I want you guys to write them down. We're gonna go through about 7 of them. And then we're gonna share. So that's why you need paper. Okay, we got that? Uh-oh. All right, the next one. The way to have money is what? The way to have money is to what? Or is? Number 3. If money comes easily, then what? Number 4. People who are always giving their money to others are. Number 5. People with large sums of money are.
Oh, wait a minute. People who are always giving was what? You're going a little fast for me.
Okay. People who are always, wait, let me make sure. Yes. People who are always giving their money to others are. There it is right there.
Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, thank you.
Number 5. People with large sums of money are. Number 6. If you're not finished, just stop me before I go to the next one, okay? People with little or no money are. Okay. Number 7. People who have just enough money to meet their needs are. All righty then. So look over your answers. I'm going to take it back to the top. The first one was, I was taught that money is. The next one, if money comes easily, then. If money comes easily, then. People who are always giving their money to others are. People with large sums of money are. People with little or no money are. People who have just enough money to meet their needs are. Okay. All right. I'm going to bring it back. Stop sharing. And we are going, I'm going to do all of it. Everybody put yourself on gallery mode. That's right in the corner, the right-hand corner, where it says view, so we can see one another. And I'm just going to go according to mine because I am asking everyone. I'm going to take one at a time and everyone's going to give me an answer. And we're going to see how different our all the different thoughts about money are. Okay. Danny, you want to go first?
Okay, I can't right now.
Okay, babe.
Okay, I'll be right back though.
Okay, no problem. Juanita, I was taught that money is.
Unmuting. Okay, necessary.
Okay, great. Is that the only word you have?
Um,
You don't have to make up nothing. I just want you to
pretty
read.
much, pretty much.
Okay, it's necessary.
I didn't get to write anything down. I just got to think about it because I'm multitasking.
Okay, got it. Razia,
The root of all evil.
Okay.
Money is dirty.
Hmm. Pam.
I was taught that money is not in great supply.
Hmm. Mama Ayaba.
Money is the vehicle to live my dreams. My dad used to always say that.
Uh-huh.
Who said that?
My father, he was one of those
Mm.
practical people.
Oh, mom. Okay. Oh, yeah.
Now, Wheelie.
I was taught that money is to be earned, saved, and spent wisely.
Mama Hawa.
I was taught that money don't rule and don't let money control you.
Alita.
Money is tight. I learned that lesson well.
Deidre.
I was taught that money does not grow on trees.
Empress. Empress, are you available? Okay, I see a Carol and at Peace has joined us. So let me just share what we're doing. I want you to complete the sentence. And the first one is, I was taught that. And you feel it. I was taught that money is what?
Morning, ladies. I'm not coming on camera today, so please forgive me.
Okay.
I was taught that money is only for those who labor.
Carol? I was taught that money is what? I think you're unmuted.
Says she's still trying to
Okay,
connect.
when you come on, then you can join us with that. All right, the second one. The way to have money is. Oh, okay, Danny, why don't you get that first one and then go to the second one as well. So the first one, I was taught that money is.
Doesn't grow on trees, like Mama said, don't grow on trees. That's what I was taught.
And the way to have money is
to work hard for it.
Did we get everybody on the second? Or are we going to the second one now?
We're going to the second one.
Okay, great. All right. Juanita, you guys just unmute yourself. So when you can just be ready. The way to have money is what?
To work.
Razia?
To work hard.
That's mine.
Be smart.
Pam?
Go to work.
Say it again.
Go to work.
Go to work. The way to have money is to go to work. All right. Mama Ayaba?
To save it and buy savings bonds. Back in the day.
Now, Wheelie.
Save it, work for it, save it, and be creative.
Mama Hawa?
I have the way to have money is how you apply yourself. I guess how she say, how you be creative to create money, how to apply yourself in whatever you do. You can work hard. Okay, I'm not gonna get into all that, but
Because this is what we
the way to have money is what?
Who'd you call? Me?
Yes, ma'am. Alita.
I was told to work hard for the money. So hard for that money.
Deidre.
The way to have money is to get educated and work smart.
Empress, are you joining us yet?
Put it on the chat.
Yeah,
Okay. I
yeah.
see. I was taught that money is to save and spend wisely because money don't grow on trees necessarily. I was taught that money is work to work for it. And then, okay, but later smart. All right, so I'll keep up with that. Peace. The way to have money is what?
Do whatever you gotta do. Sell that ass.
How you apply yourself.
Like hustle on the
That's it.
street, sell drugs, whatever
How
you gotta
you
do.
apply
You better
yourself.
make that
Yeah,
money.
yeah.
Mhm.
And that's where the creativity comes in.
Yes.
Well, yeah,
That's
but
right.
if you're a kid
How-
and their idea
Yep.
of creativity is doing other things, you know.
It's how
No.
you apply yourself. Yep.
Carol,
Y'all
if
ain't
you
right.
can unmute yourself, are you ready to talk to us? I saw your picture. There you go. There she goes.
She's still connecting.
Yeah, totally. Okay, and now let me share my two. I was taught that money is not enough and scarce. And number two, the way to have money is to pay your tithes, because if you don't pay your tithes, you are cursed. To sell your soul, like P said. Be smart and wise. So those were my answers. Okay, number three, if money comes easily, then what?
Hold on to it.
How do I get it?
All right, so let me go through. Danny.
It must not be good money.
Juanita. If money comes easily, then what? Okay, Razia.
Don't worry, be happy, relax.
Pam.
If money comes easily, then it's too good to be true.
That's,
Wow.
yeah, okay, all right. Mama Ayaba?
Easy come, easy go.
Ooh, yes. Now Wheelie.
Respect it, honor it, and circulate it.
Mama Awa?
If money comes easy, then it must be a gift, a blessing. And then again, back to how you apply it. What do you do with it?
Alita?
Oh, I already said it.
If money comes easily?
Yeah, hold on to it.
Okay.
That's a good one. I like
Yeah.
that.
Mute, wait, I saw mute. Deidre?
Okay, if money comes easily, then you are blessed.
Yes.
Okay, yeah, let me see what Empress is saying. If money comes easy, then it wouldn't be so challenging. It would be a beautiful blessing.
Yes.
Peace.
I was taught that if money comes easily, then it won't last.
Carol, she's still connecting. We see your face, but we just don't hear you, baby. So we'll catch up with you. All right. People who are always giving their money to others are what, Danny?
Rich.
Oh, a
Wealthy.
blessing.
Paid. Okay.
Oh, wait, I didn't say what mine was. If money comes easily, then there's something bad or illegal.
Right.
Right. If it comes easily. Okay.
I'll say mine on that. If it comes easily, it goes easily.
Okay.
Okay. Thanks.
Carol, she is getting it. She got two up here. She said, I'm getting in here one way or the other.
Go, Carol.
Okay, people who are always giving their money to others are, Danny, you already spoke?
I did. I said they're a blessing.
Yes, yes, yes. Juanita? People who are
Generous. Generous.
generous, okay? Yeah. Razia?
In the flow of good.
Mhm.
Mhm.
Pam?
Very giving.
Okay. Ayaba?
You know, I'm gonna say something stupid. Will soon be broke.
That's a good one.
Sorry, y'all. I gotta stop.
No, I've heard people say that my mama or daddy, they would always give to everybody else and then we wouldn't have anything. That's real.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
they hate their parents because of that, or
Yeah.
Okay, now Willie.
Wow.
I said generous, a blessing, and understand circulation.
Wish I grew up with you now, Wheelie.
But you are.
Girl, I'm talking about when I was starting out. Golly, you had it going on.
Oh, but then you wouldn't be the beautiful piece that you are.
You're growing.
Hawa?
I guess mine is the opposite. By people who are always giving their money to others are buying what they need.
Okay.
Oh,
Girl.
Alita?
I said rich. They're rich.
Okay. Deetra?
People who are always giving their money to others are kind.
Okay, let me see what Empress has. I think she was finishing the other thing. Are so marvelous, blessed, and will be greatly rewarded. Okay. All right, and mine was generous or taken advantage of and unappreciated. Okay. All right. Number 5, people with large sums of money are, Danny?
Resourceful. Resourceful, or what are those people that get inheritances?
Okay. Juanita?
Wise.
Razia?
Blessed.
Pam?
Wealthy.
Ayaba?
Rich.
Nawili?
Bring some to get some.
You said bring some to get some?
Bring some to get some.
Okay. Hawa?
People with large sum of money are, know how to hold on to it.
Alita?
Rich.
Just rich. Deetra?
People with large sums of money are blessed.
Let me see. People who are always giving their money to others, she's writing in here. Empress. People who are always giving their money to others are so marvelous, blessed, and will be greatly rewarded. Peace.
Okay, we talking about childhood, how we were raised, right? So I'm not.
Whatever your thoughts are.
Okay, so I'm in my childhood, like the root of it. So I was raised to think that people with large sums of money are better than you.
Yeah, that's pretty close to mine, Peace. People with large sums of money are either smart or witty. And then the other, they're unapproachable.
Yeah, that's definitely.
And I say that from where I stand, that people who have a lot of money, I don't know as much as them. So I can approach those that that are within my range. But the people who are, you'll see somebody and then, well, they probably don't want to talk to me, So in my mind, they're unapproachable.
Yeah, that's definitely mine too. Because I grew up with a lot of money, but I was too scared to open my mouth and ask for what I wanted.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay, the next one, number 6. People with little or no money are what? Danny?
Bums. That's how I was raised, bro. Sorry, Danny. I didn't mean to cut in.
No problem. No problem.
That was just a knee-jerk reaction. Yeah.
Uninformed.
Okay.
Uninformed.
Juanita?
Struggling.
Razia?
Just over broke.
Oh, yeah, job. Pam?
Poor.
Okay.
That's what I said.
Ayaba?
Poor.
Nawili?
Making choices.
Okay. Hawa?
Poor managers.
Alita?
Poor.
Deetra?
People with little or no money experience lack.
Let me see. This is Empress. People with large sums of money are blessed and rich and know what to do. Okay, I think she's on the old one. Okay. People with little or no money are peace.
I grew up thinking that people with little or no money are cursed.
Yep. And so people, for me, what I had is people with little or no money are poor, lazy, and dependent.
Yep, me too.
These are no right or wrong answers. This is just, what we were taught.
Yes.
That's why I put sometimes how I've changed my thought and how I was as a growing up. What was your experience that around money? All right, number 7. People with just enough money to meet their needs are
Uninformed.
Uninformed.
Again, uninformed.
Dan, Juanita?
At peace.
They're at peace.
Yep.
Okay. Razia?
Average.
Fail.
Middle class.
Okay. Ayaba?
Stressed.
Stressed?
Yes.
Nawili?
At their level of consciousness.
Awa?
Living day by day, robbing Peter to pay Paul.
Alita?
I said living hand to mouth.
Deetra?
People who have just enough money to meet their needs are balancing.
Empress, let me see. Okay, she hasn't written anything yet. Peace?
People with just enough money are settling for mediocre.
All right, so let's think about this. Those are the 7 questions and all the different answers that we got, right? Where do you see those thoughts that have created you, created me? How has that affected where you are now? How has that affected where you are now? So let me tell you, sisters, what you said on that last one. This is what I said. People with just enough money to meet their needs are I put first word, me. So in our thinking of that, when everybody said what they said, because I said, that's how I'm living, from just enough. I'll be telling God, you can just, shower, not just give me enough to pay that bill, always supplying my needs, but there are some wants that I would like to experience. And so I put me, irresponsible, a bad steward, scared. So those are those things that has been my experience. And I'm not in abundance spiritually, but I'm not talking all that spiritual talk, sisters. I'm talking about, what are you experiencing as a result of the way, and some things that may need to shift. Some words were very empowering that we shared with one another. And some words were a wake-up call, because like I said, about just enough to meet their needs. Well, if I knew that all these other thoughts about me is not empowering for me, you know what I mean? So when what we're thinking about with for other people and why they're in the situation, or they are, like I had said, irresponsible, not a good steward. When I said that people, the way to have money is to pay your tithes, because if you don't pay your tithes, you are under a curse. And those types of beliefs can well, they do affect you. They affect you. So, and then, let's see, people, I was surprised with the people with little or no money I put poor, lazy, and they are dependent on other people. Where someone else has such a wonderful, thought about people who are poor. I think Nawili said choices, that we make our choices, and that's why we are where we are.
Well, can I ask a question to
Yeah.
the group, to the collective? And I asked this years and years ago because I was really trying to, get my business off the ground. I was a single mom, newly single mom. I was trying to figure everything out. And no matter how hard I worked,
Yeah,
I still never had enough. And Sheila and Pam, y'all watched me out here in these Detroit streets.
yeah.
And it just wasn't meeting the mark. And so I asked a friend one day, and I'm gonna ask y'all, do you think that just like certain things are genetic, in terms of you can't change certain things about your genetics, is it possible that no matter how hard you work, no matter how talented and creative you are, no matter the connections and all of that, is it possible that just genetically or somewhere in the universe, it's just not your time to be rich? It's just not your time to have money like that. Or is it truly available to everyone and everyone can have it if they just work hard enough? Like, what's the reals? What do you really think? Because I know people who work super hard and they still struggling, and they're working on their consciousness. They're trying to develop their spirituality. We're all on that path. So we can't say money is the reason why, you're not being spiritual enough, or you're not working hard enough on your consciousness. That's why you don't have money. Is that really all that it takes to have money? Like, come on now.
Let me share.
What's the tea?
Let me share this from my experience. I have discovered that a lot of us are positioned to experience the struggles we experience, be it money or whatever. It's not just our journey. Often we are the ones who God will work through to be an example of how to overcome the challenges for those around us. And sometimes we have to experience what others experience to have an understanding and an insight of what others' challenges are, to have that sensitivity that when God puts us where he really wants us, which is in that place of abundance, that we will have that sensitivity, we will have the insight, we will have a knowledge and resources to share that we would not have had we not gone through that process.
Okay.
Wow.
I think Mama Ayaba, her hand was up as well.
Yes. Oh boy, I have such a existential view of all this stuff, but my experiences have shown me so many different things. For example, when I first came under the covenant of African culture, per se, my insight and words and the voices that were speaking through my mind to give me the guidance showed me that as long as I didn't do what the indwelling intelligence, what God was saying for me to do. For example, I sing, and I really wanted to get out there and sing, sing, sing. And the voice said, you want to sing, but you got to do what I want first. And so I said, well, what do you want? You know? And it's like I was on a 3-month cycle, 3 months of crocheting, 3 months of sewing, 3 months of going out there and marketing things. But see, in selling and marketing, I also was reading people and giving them, you know, comfort and advice and direction. And then once I did that, then doors began to open for me to sing more. That was one thing that happened. The second thing that happened is once I kept my shrine to my ancestors and was consistent with going to my ancestors and sitting there and talking and being at peace with that, the money began to flow. I didn't really have to work for to get it. It just kind of found its way to me. And the third thing was understanding that there were spiritual baths that I had to take. I had to do certain things to keep my spirit in order and clean. And once that happened, that stopped the other folks. You know, a lot of people think bad things, you know, people can be envious of you. People can be jealous of you. People can put all that energy in directed to your house and to your well-being. And that blocks your blessings from coming to you. So I've learned there's a whole lot of stuff that be happening. It could be like the sister said, it might be your karma. It might not be your cycle of time to do that. So those are the different things I've experienced in regards to it.
Thank you,
Danny?
Mama. I appreciate that.
Danny, my hand is up.
There is a spiritual energy to money. First, that's what we have to understand.
Yes.
There is a spiritual energy to money.
Yes.
And so as we are mindful of the respect of that energy, not necessarily the respect of the money, the respect of the energy. You know, I heard somebody say, I don't bend down and pick up no coins off the ground. You know, that ain't worth my time. Well, let me tell you something. I never miss an opportunity to pick up something that says, in God we trust on it. Okay. So how do we throw away cans that are worth 10 cents? You know, how are we respecting money in the money form? And if you go back and look at how you have been respecting the energy of money, then we can trace back to, you know, what our circumstance or condition may be, you know. And most of all, do you believe that you deserve it? Did you believe that you deserve it? And are you willing to see someone get the blessing before you? Are you willing to see that? So there's a spiritual energy to this money, and money and love is ruled by the same energy. So you look at your love life, and if it ain't, you know, it just coincides. So how do you love? How do you love? How do you experience love? And those people who give for the sake of love, not for, well, I can write that off my taxes or da 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 da. For the sake of love, they are always getting more and more and more.
So what it looks like in the question that she was asking was, could it be, could she be hindered because of DNA?
Right. That's what I'm asking. You know, because I get what y'all are saying, and I've been working on those philosophies for years. So I'm in alignment with what y'all are saying. But in the 3D world, in reality, there's plenty of people in this world who are not on that frequency who are getting banked. So there's something here that, you know, there's an idea of money I feel like I'm missing, because I got the spiritual concept of money. I'm not saying that I've never had money in my life, you know, in abundance before, because I have. But just overall, where there's that continuous flow, if I'm continually creating and I'm continually, you know, putting out there, and I know that it all starts with me. So I'm not sitting here saying like, well, I'm perfect and I don't have to do anything, change anything. I'm not saying that. But what I am saying is, over 48 years of living this life, there's certain patterns that I've seen, there's certain things that I've noticed. And, you know, and I'm not oblivious to what's happening around me. So at this point, it's like, okay, you know, I just wanted a new perspective or a different perspective or a broadening perspective that can bring it all together in a way. And maybe that's just a search that I'm supposed to be on, you know, I don't know. But
I have a question
do know
for you.
that,
if we say it's in our DNA, then how do we explain people like Oprah who grew up in poverty and overcame? How do we explain those people who grew up in families that never had anything, and then they were blessed exponentially through whatever means? So how do we explain that if it's in our DNA?
Yeah.
So there is a level of overcoming that we believe in our spirit that can happen, surely.
Yeah.
Mama Howell about to bust at the seams.
I know, because I just want to put this out. Peace, do you feel that it's karma? Something in a past life you're going through this journey and it's just not allowing it to happen or work for you?
That could possibly be. I mean, like I said, I was raised, you know, my family was very well off. There's been several inheritances that, you know, were supposed to be.
It could be something from a past that you have to get before it sticks with you.
Right, that's what I'm saying. Like, maybe this is just my journey to take. I don't know.
No, Peace. My question to you is, what are you most afraid of about having money?
Well, I was raised, like I said, my family had money, and I just watched how it tore us apart. We weren't close. We weren't.
And that's one of your keys. That's one of your keys.
That's it. Yes.
That's stopping you from having money.
That's it.
It's a block.
I'm afraid that it's gonna change me, and I won't be at peace.
Change you to what?
Change me into something I don't want to be. Like, change me. Like, you gotta. The way I was raised, like, you gotta be a little shrewder if you're gonna have, like, because my grandfather was a self-made millionaire. So he had to be shrewd. There were certain things that he had to do differently. He felt he couldn't be a certain way because people, once you have that kind of money, all types of people coming at you all the time in all different types of ways, pulling on your energy. And, you know, it's a lot, you know.
So he carried a certain status.
Huh?
He carried a certain status.
Oh, yeah.
May I make a suggestion to you, Peace? May I make a suggestion to you?
Please do. Yes, I'm open.
All of the things that you do for others and that you want for others, shift your gears and direct that to yourself, number one. Number two, visualize yourself being exactly what you are, but loaded with money.
Yes.
There's so much more you can do.
Yeah.
Yes.
Because of what you already are. What else you gonna be? You can't be what you're not.
Yes.
That's all I gotta say.
Thank you.
For me, I can't let money or time control me.
Right.
It's like I put it out there and I put in my head, I will receive. I receive what I need. Maybe I'm one of those people that at the bottom of the list that receive less, but to me, I feel it's abundance. So what is too much? What is less?
Yes.
What is little?
Yes.
You know, I feel like I cannot lack, because when I grew up, my mother made me work through the summer. I either had to work at the children's hospital or go to summer school. I got all my credits. I didn't have to go to summer school anymore. So what else? Because she didn't want us to do nothing through the summer. So she put me in things to do volunteer work so I can learn a different value that, yes, money is there, money can be conquered, but money ain't the all. We think money is, but money is not the all. And I've learned, and believe me, I had to catch 3 buses in the hot sun to go do volunteer work. But it gave me such a value that when I receive money or I get money, it ain't my all. You know, it don't control me. It don't, I know we need money to pay bills, and I know we need money to eat and to all those little things to sustain life. But I think I just say it has to be a higher power, a higher something, that I am not going to go without food. I'm getting everything I'm needed and eating things I want. I believe in setting that attention. I believe in putting out my affirmation. I can't help but say that the Creator aligns me with everything I need for this journey at this time. If more comes in, then it's a blessing, you know?
Are you suggesting, from what the last thing you just said, you're suggesting to her that one of the things she might want to meditate on is aligning herself? And maybe a piece, that's something you might want to take a look at, is aligning yourself with that energy and with the knowledge of it, because you're beautiful. And from what I've seen, you call yourself peace, and you're peaceful, you're joyful, you're jovial, you're unselfish. There's no reason for you not to have what you are envisioning. So if you're out of alignment, line yourself up spiritually, line yourself up with the right thoughts. And in about 2 more weeks, you're going to come back on and tell us all the money you got.
Yeah, so we have a lot of hands up. We have a lot of hands up, and I just want to say that there are so many. I've learned that there are so many variables for where we are in our life. Someone else can make the exact same decision that I made, and their life turns out different than mine. And in relation to the question, we were talking about food on Tuesday, and we were saying, Winnie, her whole family died of, what was it?
Diabetes.
And then she made a very, very direct choice that she was not going to be like that. And she changed the way she's eating, make it relative to the way she's eating, so that she does not have to experience what her family, the DNA.
Break the curse.
And so then the other thing to consider is, like Nawili was saying, a message came to her about the way she was being and thinking when she went in and got that food for that person, that some of us are here as angels, we're all here as angels. Some of the people who are poor or homeless are angels. That is what they came here for. So it's about also finding out why we chose to be with the parents that we're with, why we chose to, all this other stuff is so much involved in it. And so, I just want to share that. Razia, you wanted to share. And know that this is not to fix nothing. This is just us sharing. Okay, Razia.
Well,
I want to say to a piece that I love her life pattern as it evolves before my eyes, our eyes. There is a heavy responsibility that we meet when we have money, lots of money. And many people with lots of money have shared the feeling of overwhelmment and the feeling of non-freedom. They've shared the feeling that they cannot be as creative and as flowing as they want to be through life. They find that their relationships are less rich because they find that they trust less. And so there are all kinds of things that can interfere with a creative person, with a person who wants to write, to create movement, new dances, and all of that. So there may be some protection going on with you at this point. Now we have a saying, it's in the cards. And people say that loosely, but when we are born, there is a purpose for that newborn. And there is a guidance that can happen throughout your life to protect you from those things that, those experiences that you can't handle at the time. We come into money in our due time. Sometimes we can't handle it if it came in 1959 or 1999 or whatever, but we are ready in 2005. We're ready into 2020. So I just want to say to at peace to trust the creator. Trust the loving spirits that surround you.
Yeah, because peace, when the and then Empress is going to speak, but when you shared on Wednesday, when what's the sister's name that popped on? Regina. And you lit up because you said, I've been trying to find somebody that I can have this conversation with all this time. And then she popped up. Then she popped up. And in the fullness of time, she popped up. And now, you know what I mean? So yeah, there's so many things that are involved. Empress?
When you stand up, all we see is your chest.
Oh, okay. Can y'all hear me?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Okay, so I gotta sit down then, huh?
Yes.
Thank you. I had to hit this mute. Ooh, this is so beautiful. I wanted to get on, but I'm trying to get ready because I gotta leave. I'm so grateful. I just want to say I'm gratitude for such a beautiful what is this session, this Zoom session. First of all, I put in the chat the last two. I was definitely here. I put in the chat about people with little money or no money, maybe they're struggling or however but they're very kind and powerful. But I also put down that people who just making a little or no money may be broke, they may be broke, and they're looking to make a change in their lives so they can help others. I'm saying that because when I was saying this, I was also not, some of it I was thinking about the way I grew up, but also some of it was what I'm going through in my life. I have, I know for myself, I used to worry about money. I mean, literally worry when I was younger. And someone told me, an elder told me, they said, as long as you worry about money, you would never have. And that stuck with me. And I never, after that, I stopped worrying. To this day, I stopped worrying. From that point on, it was like I never worried no more because I knew that I was already, I knew that
You're
the God was
receiving.
providing everything that I need and want. So people, my cousins, and I mean, even my cousin on the call, Yaba. so many people say, wait a minute, you don't work nowhere? How in the world you always have money? You always have money. I said, you know what? I just put it out there in the ether. I claim what I want.
Yes.
And it just comes. So so you have to be able to do this. I'm talking to the sister too now, because you have to know that you are divine. You are a divine being, and you can get anything you want, but you put your attention on grow stronger because you are so powerful. You have to know you're a powerful divine being. So, and that you can get wherever you put your attention on grow stronger. So it's a woman thinking, so it shall be. So you have to think it, imagine, just like my cousin, y'all was saying, and just see it happening for you. Because because you are so powerful, it's beautiful. For me, the reason why I'm saying, because a lot of times I really don't have the money. And guess what? For some reason, boom, it happens. It comes. It comes when I need it the most. So I just want to say that you have to know that you are in tune with the universe. Know who you are. We're not here for the money. We are here for what it does with them. Well, somebody said, what do you want abundance? They said, what do you want? This sister said, I want abundance of money. I said, you do? I said, well, I don't. I said, you know what I want? What money can buy me. That's what
Right.
Yes.
You're doing it. You're saying it.
I love
That's
that.
just what I'm talking about. It's
Okay.
there. Ooh.
All right, we have Pam and then Nawili. Pam.
Yes.
Peace, something you had said, and I thought about it in reference to me, where you said that you were concerned about not being at peace. I was worried and concerned about if I were to surrender or let go, that I would not be the same person that I am. And when I finally got to the point where I have to let go so that I could be free, it didn't matter to me. I knew that I would change, but it didn't matter to me what I would change into, because I had to let go of the crutches that I was on. And I found out that when I did, who I am at the very core of my being did not change. It just helped make me better, I will say. And so I believe, and from what I know about you, is that you are at peace at the core of your being. And when you let go of being concerned and worried about that changing, then you'll find that who you are at the core of your being will not change. It'll just elevate you to a higher place. And that's what I wanted to share.
Yes. Yes.
Nawili.
That's right.
Yes. Okay. Yes, peace. What I want to share with you, because we have connected like sisters here recently, is that you're in a place where you're rebirthing right now. And so all of this is coming up for a reason, for you to see, speak, and know that the abundance of the universe is ready to rush in and support you. All you have to do, or one of the things you get an opportunity to do, is sit in it, feel all of this.
Yes.
And one story I just want to share really quickly is there was a woman who had a child, and the child was a, what do you call it? Like you steal every place you go. I don't know what. What do you call it?
Kleptomaniac.
Yeah, he was a kleptomaniac, and this is like at age 15, and she couldn't figure out why. She thought she had had the most beautiful pregnancy and raised in the best, but everywhere he went, and now he's being banned from even relatives' homes. And she had a reading, and I'm also going to suggest you open up the book of your life and have a Akashic reading. And if you don't, I don't know if y'all know about it. I see some people shaking their heads. They know about opening the book of your life, having a reading, and then close it.
What is that? Is something you do yourself, or you have to go?
No, you have to go to you. I mean, everybody can eventually do it because we all have the gifts of reading, seeing, and knowing. But I would refer a person that I go to in Los Angeles. She does it on Zoom, and it's recorded. So I'd like to share that with you, because what this woman found is I think she saw Brother Tete, or someone who a lot of you also know. And he sat with her and he said, while you carried this child, you were so in lack and limitation. You were almost ready to steal just to survive. So what do you think happened to
Pour
this
that into the baby.
right there?
Mhm.
So
There
that's
you
why I'm saying.
go.
Oh, I
into
know I'm struggling.
your-
I think I told y'all yesterday in the call yesterday. I know that a lot of what I'm going through has to do with my mother's journey, what she poured into me. My father, what he's poured into me.
Okay.
You know, so yes, absolutely. Thank you.
And those of us who are on the call who are healers, and we all are, let's rally and let's help our sister through this. I don't know what the plan is. I just hear Spirit saying, we need to help this sister right now. She needs our help. She needs our assistance. Sorry about that buzzword. Our assistance, whether it's a daily prayer circle, just a few minutes early, we get on there and we pray her up out of this.
Thank you.
All right.
Peace. The power is in your words.
Yes, it is.
Stop saying I'm struggling.
Oh, I don't. Oh, no.
No, I hear
I
you
don't
say it.
that.
You have said it a couple times. I've struggled. Just erase that word right now. It's you got to replace that word with Mama Yaba is good for that's Tahuti. She's good for expressing the words that you need. But that word there, it's like, if you get down to it, we all struggle. But you're feeding that word. You're feeding that, and you're manifesting the struggle. No, it's like we're probably on the same level, but I am not struggling. You know, you hear what I'm saying?
Yes, ma'am.
Not Wheelie said it. Pam said it. Mama Razia said it. Empress said it. You got to hear it. You got to hear what they're saying, because each one are saying the same thing in a different way, but it's a message in that for you.
Yeah, I think the other thing is to be complete about how you interpreted what your father or whoever was going through. That was your interpretation of that. He might have been fine with how he was handling.
Oh yeah, he was great. He was perfectly fine being.
Yeah,
That's not your journey.
And then I have it that those things that you go to, you will go through as at peace. As at peace. Because that's who you are in the core. That's what God gave you. That you walk through life as at peace.
At
peace.
Yes.
So when money comes in, or the ways I like how Empress said that everything will come to you. It doesn't have to be in the form of money, but what you need is supplied. Right?
Yes.
And
abundance and wealth.
Yeah. So taking all that in, like Wheelie said, just referring to the person that can walk you through, so that you can release that and then just be open for what you want. For what you want and how you want it to manifest in the fullness of you being one with God, partners with God. That was the other thing that I got, was that we ask money to be our partner. It's our partner. Not that I need to get you, or why are you not showing up and all that stuff, but let's just become partner and picture that as the best. I read that thing about, I see people coming into my life immediately who are blah, 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 trustworthy, honest, resourceful, all of that. Well, that's the partners that you want. I want money to be my partner, that it shows up just like, Pam shows up for me. She's my partner. I know that she's got my back. Right? Because the look of money is going to change anyway. We're going to digital. You won't even see money You know,
Right.
and when we're
Right.
leaving, you know, when we're gone, it won't be in the form of a dollar bill and or a coin. It'll be just punching in how they put it in your arm now, the resource. So like that. But you who you are at peace.
Oh, shit.
You are that. And
Yes.
just be okay with how, you know, the choices that he made or the other people in your life and your family have made. You know what? I was in a landmark education, and so I had a class, and you're seeing how you were this little girl, and in your why you do what you do, because this little girl experienced this, blah blah blah. And so I was like, yeah, I did this, and I got victory. And the sister, she was like the coach. She says, no, you don't get rid of her. She's with you always.
Oh, yeah.
What you
Oh,
do, you
yeah.
tell her, we have a new way of handling this.
Mhm.
We're going to handle this in a new way. And she will learn and trust in the new way, more powerful way, based on, you know, how you're doing things now. I can't get rid of you because you're there. You are me in larger form.
Right.
But we can make a different choice on how we can do it. So just making those different choices, but being okay, being at peace, not like, okay, well, yeah, that's how she was or he was, but really being at peace with how he made his decisions in life, and then making yours and be responsible for the choices that you have made. We all, speaking to all of us, the choices that we have made is why we are where we are now. Even if you want to say, well, God told me, okay, did you do it or did you not? Did you misinterpret it or did you not? All that stuff is involved in it. So,
Thank you so much.
yeah. Juanita, you wanted to say something?
Yes, 3 points I really feel I need to make. One, from the scripture, the Lord is my shepherd, I shall not want. If we use the word want, it already implies that we lack it. Point 2, to operate in the knowing, undoubtful knowing that I am always going to have everything. And let me put it a little more concisely. I always, right now, I have everything God wants me to have. I have everything I need right now to accomplish what God wants me to accomplish right now. And I will always have everything I need to accomplish what God wants me to accomplish. Point 3, if each of us had the money that we are, let me rephrase it because it's not always money. As was said, it is what money can give us or do for us. So if each of us were in that place of abundance where we had everything we need to be our fullest, our most abundant, likely none of us would be in this space together here right now. There's a purpose God is fulfilling in us coming together. And if we were already at the higher points that we think we should be at, one, we wouldn't be getting the fortification. We wouldn't have the fortification that is being fulfilled in our interactions here. We wouldn't be the people we need to be in that place. And 2, we would have missed out on now. So that's the 3 points I wanted to make.
Thank you so much, Juanita.
Can I
You're
throw
welcome.
something in there?
Yep.
At peace?
Yes.
You into crystals? You into gemstones?
Oh, yeah, of course.
Pyrite. Pyrite.
I got some.
Pyrite. Look it up.
I got it. I know what it is.
There you go. Manifest, baby. Use your pyrite. Go to your tools. Nature. Go to your tools.
Yes.
That's for anyone and everyone. to look up pyrite. These are all God's tools sprinkled all around for us to use.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Ashe. Ashe.
And so,
Ashe.
you
Ladies,
guys,
it is 10,
this is
10:27. Somebody was
Okay.
about to say something. Go ahead, and then we're gonna close it on out. Was that you, Empress?
I
That's
left
not-
a message in the chat with my telephone number if she needs a spiritual reading.
Did you hear her piece?
Yes, I got her number.
Mhm.
Anybody?
Everybody get us. Yeah, and yeah, that's good. That's good. And Naiwili does angel readings.
Yes, I
Anyone
do.
else?
Yes, I do.
Okay, well, I want to say thank you to all of y'all. Like, y'all showed up for me. Y'all was like, oh, hell no. Y'all,
Not the baby.
That-
She's the baby. She's the baby.
Baby, we're going to take care of you.
Thank
Right.
you. Thank you
Mhm.
so much. I'm so grateful. Yes, I did wake up in the mood this morning. So, I really appreciate y'all for shaking it off for me and getting me back on track. I really do. Thank you.
You got it.
Mama
You got
Howard,
it.
could you, Mama Howard, could you spell pyrite again?
Pyrite.
Okay, thank you.
You're welcome.
And Abraham and Esther Hicks say, in your life, if it's not a hell yes, it's a hell no.
And that's what I teach my clients. If it's not an
Yes.
absolute yes, then it's a no.
Yes.
And I have the
No.
Ask and It Is Given book
Yes.
open right now on a page because I was going to read it today. Thank you.
Oh, absolutely.
All right. Huh. Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
We did this today.
Yes.
We did some birthing and some, what is that piece that you do, doula or
Yes, this was definitely, that's why I'm so shocked. Like, I just got doula.
Yes.
I doula other people. This doesn't happen to me.
Yes.
I feel really blessed to have
Yes.
so many mamas and sisters and aunties right here, right now, just covering me and watching over me and making sure that I stay in alignment. So I'm
Yes.
super grateful. Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
You are amazing.
Absolutely.
Ashe.
Love you all.
Love you too. Thank
Thank
y'all.
you. God bless you.
Yeah.
And
Wonderful.
blessings.
And we'll see at Peace in Action Monday morning.
Yes, ma'am. Bright and early.
You ladies did wonderful. This was a good exercise to see, where our thoughts are and then what came out of it.
I love the subject.
Yeah, we are perfect. And remembering that we chose this path. And I'm gonna tell you, my husband and I, we were together in a past life. We were kings and queens. And so I said,
you still are. You still are.
I know, but I said, okay, God, I experienced this. You can take me back to queendom.
Whenever you get ready.
And, it don't have to be in that minute, but we were, our personalities were the same. But we had a lot. And then we chose to come back in this form to experience this and to meet you all and to, just like she said, we're at the right place at the right time. We will be someone different. And there is no one greater than us. We are all great. We are all whole and complete and walking through. And, but we've picked up on that walk through, we picked up some things that are not beneficial to us, but that's just what we needed to see. We needed to see, our judgments that we have created and that we have been taught by our parents. What's working and what's not working, we drop that so that we can be a pure, clean vessel.
Yes.
A pure, clean vessel. So we pick it up as we're going through, and then we say, you know what, I need to let that go. I never thought of myself as as a failure in all the events and things that I've done. Never a failure. It was some high price, but I could have paid for college and still not done nothing, like many of them, paid all that money to learn. And then, well, if you looked at that incident that you were on that transaction, that was a whole semester right there.
Right.
A whole semester. So we are perfect, whole, and we are complete, just where we are. And like all of us have said, we are where we are by choice and by divine
order.
Divine order. Yes. Yes. And I'm so glad I've met every single one of you in the times that I've met you.
Yes.
And I'm sure that's likewise with all of you. I love you.
I
love you.
I love you too.
Unconditional.
All
I
of
love
y'all.
you.
Everybody. Right.
Love you all. Love you all. Peace
What's
and
being
blessings.
created in the moment is all we have is in the moment. And so let us all forgive what our parents or our forefathers or our ancestors didn't do right, quote unquote. And let's embrace what we have and how we can use that. Now, God, show us how to maneuver. Show us how to make better choices, how to be wise, how to walk in wisdom, like Samson. Was it Samson who asked Solomon? Was it Solomon who asked God for wisdom, not money? Make me wise so that I know what to do. And I pray that for all of us, that we be wise in our choices and wise in our handling and be good stewards of what we have. I used to, I would buy marijuana when I started buying weed and stuff. I got to the point where I would spend $50 on marijuana, but I would not spend $50 on a pair of shoes.
Hey.
I said, this is out of order. You're out of order, Sheila. So we look at things in our life that are not beneficial to us. Especially in this conversation is around money. Where is it that that's not really a beneficial thing for it? And I'm not talking about being, what is that, where you're tight and rigid and stuff, just in the natural flow. Are we going with, or are we going against the flow? Are we going upstream or are we going downstream? So it's those things, and then bringing those people and writing down who do you need in your life. I have, you all are here because I wrote that stuff down. I see people immediately in my life who will help me to, run my life and my businesses with tremendous finesse. They are. And what are those characters? What are those characters? And it may change. I've added something last week to it. Yeah. So, wow, we getting longer and longer. It is 10:36. And again, I think we're all unmuted. Kiss to all of you.
Love you all. Thank you so much.
Love you all.
Grateful. Thank you.
Blessings, peace.
And love to all of you.
Enjoy your weekend.
Yes.
Looking forward to Monday.
Yes,
Thank you,
ma'am.
Mama Queen Aduni.
Thank you.
Thank you, Queen Aduni.
Yes.
Thanks to everyone.
Thank you, everyone, each and every one of you.